You're here because your life has turned into an endless Groundhog Day, where the only highlight of your week is a push notification from DoorDash. You wake up already exhausted, hoping for some miracle, like a meteor strike or a random billionaire dialing your number by mistake. You keep waiting for Monday, New Year's, or a sign from the universe to finally start living. But you've tried starting a new life before, haven't you? Why didn't it work? Because you tried to pull off a total revolution. You wanted everything right now, and instead you got nothing, bit by bit. Your brain just redlined from the overload. Don't beat yourself up over a lack of iron willpower. It doesn't exist. There is only the mechanics of habits, and you're completely ignoring them. Habit 1. Reading. You're feeding your brain either mental fast food from social media or something that actually forces your gears to turn for once. If you choose the fast food, don't be surprised when your head is full of chewed up bubblegum instead of actual ideas. Reading isn't about looking smart at parties. It's a way to hijack decades of someone else's hard-earned experience in just a couple of hours. If you don't feed your mind high-quality information, it just dries up like a neglected cactus. You don't need to plow through volumes of classic literature. Just stop absorbing garbage. Even 10 minutes of a decent book a day creates a compound interest effect that will make you a completely different person in a year. Habit 2. Journaling. Have you ever noticed the absolute chaos inside your skull? It's a messy soup of a million plans, anxieties, and half-baked ideas. Your brain is a terrible storage unit for plans. It was built to generate ideas, not hold on to them. Until you dump that clutter onto paper, you're going to feel like a computer running with its RAM completely maxed out. Successful people don't keep journals because they're sentimental. They do it because it's a damn effective way to clear out space for what actually matters. When you write things down, you grab your vague fears by the throat and turn them into concrete tasks. That's what gives you the control you keep fantasizing about while lying on the couch. Habit 3. Set goals. Right now, you're living like a ship lost at sea, with no map, no rudder, and no captain. You're just drifting with the current, hoping you'll wash up on some tropical island instead of smashing into the rocks. If you don't have a goal for the day, the week, or your life, it means you're just a resource helping someone else achieve their goals. Goal setting isn't about visualizing things on a vision board. It's about asking yourself every single day, what am I doing today so I'm not this helpless tomorrow? If your goal is blurry, your results will be hazy too. Be specific. What does success look like to you? Money? Exactly how much? Fitness? What target weight? Until you name hard numbers and facts, you're just blowing smoke. Habit 4. Respect the body. Your body is the only vehicle you've got, and you treat it like an old beat-up junker that can still squeeze out a few more miles. Movement isn't about getting a six-pack for mirror selfies. It's about your brain chemistry. When you sit on your ass for hours, your energy tanks to zero, and your thoughts turn into gray mush. Your mind needs your blood to pump faster than a sedated sloth. You don't need to kill yourself in the gym if you're not ready. Just get up and move. A 20-minute walk will spike your productivity in a way a fifth cup of coffee never could. Physical exertion teaches you to handle discomfort, which is exactly the trait you're missing to stop whining and start changing. Habit 5. Gratitude. You know why you're always miserable? Because you've trained your eyes to only spot. You're a master at finding what you lack. That's a dead end. Gratitude isn't some new age esoteric nonsense. It's a literal rewrite of your perception. If you constantly focus on scarcity, you'll always feel broke, even with millions in your bank account. Try to notice just one good thing a day that happened out of nowhere, completely unprompted. It's like a magnet. Whatever you tune into is what you'll pull into your field of vision. Habit 6. Rest. The hustle culture cult kills people faster than bad habits do. Rest isn't lying on your back scrolling through IG Reels. It's when your brain completely disconnects from the incoming fire hose of information. It's exactly in that silence that game-changing ideas show up. You can't keep performing if your battery is at zero. Learn to hit the mute button. Step out of the group chats, and just exist in the quiet. It's a luxury you have to afford yourself if you want to keep your sanity. Habit 7. Giving back. We're so used to taking and demanding that we've forgotten the most basic law of energy exchange. Giving back isn't about money. It's about attention, support, and genuine interest in another human being. The moment you stop obsessing over your own petty problems and start helping someone else, you suddenly unlock a reserve of energy you didn't even know you had. It gives you a sense of fulfillment that no amount of money can buy. Habit 8. Listening. Real listening is a rare commodity these days. If you can learn to truly hear people, not just their words, but their emotions, doors will open for you that others have been banging on for years. Attention is the hardest currency of our time. Give it to people, and they will do more for you than you can possibly imagine. Habit 9. Patience. The hardest part of any process is patience. You want results yesterday, and if they don't show up immediately, you quit and say, well, I guess it's just not my thing. Success isn't an explosion. It's a seed sprouting. At first, you see absolutely nothing, and you feel like it's all for nothing. But the roots are already growing. Patience is the ability to keep doing the right things when you don't have a single piece of external proof that it's working. That is the superpower that separates the finishers from the chronic starters. Habit 10. Your circle. And here's the final gut punch. Take a hard look at your friends. If you're surrounded by people who do nothing but complain about life, the government, and the weather, you're doomed. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. You can't soar with eagles if you're hanging out with turkeys. Your circle either pulls you up or drags you down with their whining and small-mindedness. Be ruthless about who gets access to your mind. Look for people who are ahead of you, who inspire you, and who make you feel just a little bit uncomfortable. Does all of this sound too simple to be true? That's exactly the trap. The catch is in the simplicity. You don't need complex schemes. You just need to start doing at least one of these things right now. Not tomorrow, not Monday, now. For example, just sit in silence for 10 minutes and scratch your thoughts down on a piece of scrap paper. That will be your first real step out of the mud. Now go out there and start changing your reality before it swallows you whole.